Bitcoin looking strong. Tesla, is this the start of a rally? Hey there, Tamir from FibonacciCharts.com, your daily market recap. Like, subscribe, and let's see the charts. With CPI and PPI coming up Wednesday and Thursday, not surprising that in the past day we got just nothing. No price action whatsoever. Zoom in into the 65-minute chart, and as you can see, just sideways move between the 518 to the upside 519.60. Very tight price action. We are inside the yellow zone on the 65 minutes. Yellow zone is an indecision state, is the no trading zone. Breaking above, we will see 521 and 523. Breaking below, we will see 515 and 512. Overall, inside candle, doji, indecision. On the daily below the 518, we will see 512. QQQ, also same thing. Close the day with 0.03% green. But as you can see, inside candle, inside doji, still holding above the yellow zone on the daily. Breaking below, and we will see 435 and then 432. Below 432, this gap at the 426 will get filled. This is how it looks on the 65 minutes. Also, just sideways move since Friday. Sideways move. 2 days inside the 65 minutes yellow zone. Breaking below, and we will see 535. Breaking above the 442, we will see 444 and 447. Patience. No need to trade in this kind of days because we have no price action. If we try to trade in these kind of days, we will get chopped out. Dow Jones struggling to get back inside the yellow zone. As you can see, the yellow zone is the most important zone for support and resistance. Doji, look at this price action. Opened and closed almost at the same price. Now, the 387 is the support. Below it, 383. IWM with 0.55% to the upside. You know this trend line. We drew this trend line, this yellow trend line, few days back. And we said that each and every time IWM reaches this trend line, it bounces. And here it is, bouncing. But look at the yellow zone. Once again, great example of the great area of support and resistance. IWM is still inside the yellow zone. We are still below the bearish sentiment on the 4 hours and the daily. Breaking above it, we will see 208.50 and then 211. Breaking below this area, breaking below the 204 and this trend line, we will get pullback to the 202, 200 and 196. Bitcoin, yesterday's candle, April 8th, as you can see, bullish, almost new all-time highs. Now we are above the 70,500. As you can see, the FTI gives us everything that we need on any time frame, on anything that we want to trade. We are back bullish on all time frames. Now this 7,500 from resistance, look here, it was resistance, broke to the downside. Now let's see, it needs to hold the support above 72.80, 840. We will see 73 new all-time highs, and then all these levels, future resistance for price action. Ethereum also trying to get back above the yellow zone, and as you can see, struggling with the yellow zone. We are bullish on all time frames. Monday's candle 7% to the upside for now. Only 4 hours into this daily candle, and we are struggling with the yellow zone. Continuation above it, and we will see 38.50 and then 41 to the upside. Like, subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell. Help me grow this channel. We will grow this channel together. We will become the best trading channel there is the channel that helps one another to become professional traders, and the most important thing, make money, understand where price with the highest probability will go from here. Next, Apple bearish. Look at this. The 168 is holding strong, but Apple, look at this. Oh, closed. Let's zoom in on the 65. Closed almost at the low of the day. Can bulls of Apple still hold strong? Bulls of Apple, do they have enough power to hold above the 168? Otherwise, you know it, we are heading towards the 146. Look at these two trend lines. This trend line that holds the lower lows. This trend line that marks the lower highs. They are both crossing each other. Where? At the 146 area, the 146. We have a gap. Brace yourself. Tesla, is this the time for the breakup? Is this the time for Tesla to bounce and finally make its move? First towards the 186 and then to the 205. Still early, ladies and gentlemen. It's still early. We are still below this long-term downtrend line. This trend line goes way back to December. We are 4 months below this trend line. Patience. I want to see first at least 2 days closing above this trend line and inside the yellow zone. Only then we will consider taking long position on Tesla. For now, Tesla is holding strong above the 160. Below it, we will close this gap at the 146. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Which gap will get filled first? This gap at the 146 or the gap at the 186? Let me know in the comments below which one, and will we get one of them getting filled before earnings? AMD, still sideways move. The same price action we saw over here during January until the end of February. We can, not surprising if we will see the same price action over here, just bouncing between the 161 and the 178. It was the price action over here. We might get it over here, breaking below the 162, and all this future support will be here very fast. Bearish on AMD, no long for now. Nvidia, slowly, another 1% to the downside. Look at Nvidia holding above the yellow zone at the 855, breaking below this gap at the 823 will get filled. Below it 781, below 781 this gap at the 690 will get filled. For now, no longer on Nvidia. Nvidia broke this uptrend line. This uptrend line goes since beginning of 2024. Long trend line, 3 months of trend line, broke down and under. Now, if you can see, we have a slight downtrend channel since end of March. This downtrend channel takes us first to this gap over here. Trade what you see. Don't trade what you want to see and what you think you see or what anyone else says. Trade what you see. What do you see now? According to the FTI, bearish, broke below the uptrend channel. So for now, if you want to go long on Nvidia, this is not the time. Netflix holding above the 623, bullish on the daily, bullish on the weekly. Overall, uptrend until proven otherwise, but we need to wait and see. Patience with your swings, and if you want to take swings, take small positions. No rush. Don't forget, anything can happen. The market can go either side after CPI and PPI. Either side. And it doesn't matter what we think about the report. It doesn't matter what we think about the numbers that will come up. The only thing that matters is how Mr. Market, SPY, and all its components will react to those numbers. We need to protect our downside. So if you want to take swings, and if we see a setup that is proper for our risk management, we can take swing, no problem. But do it with small size, tight price action, tight stop loss. Microsoft holding above the 424, below it 417. Meta with 1.5% to the downside, super tricky price action on Meta. One day up, one day down. Overall, Meta is still inside this uptrend channel, as you can see. Let's see continuation. Can Meta continue to the upside? As long as Meta is above the middle trend line, above the yellow zone, Meta looking good overall to go long. Google 1.5% to the upside. As you can see, the 150 area from resistance. Since this gap up March 18th, it was resistance until April 1st. Since then, support. Now the 155.70 is the resistance. Bullish on Google on all time frames. Long continuation above it, and we will see 162 and 171 to the upside. Amazon, no price action whatsoever, but Amazon is still in bullish land on all time frames above the yellow zone. Amazon looking pretty good relative to the rest of the market. Long continuation above the 188. We will see 193 and 200. SMCI continue its way inside this downtrend channel. Look at this. This downtrend channel started over March 8, and since then, each day that goes by, SMCI is making new lower highs. Now we are at the 50% retracement from this uptrend. 50% is holding below it 687, and then this gap at the 770 will get filled. So if you're looking to go long on SMCI, this is not the time, because we are inside this downtrend channel. It doesn't matter. It's a short term. It's already 1 month downtrend channel. If you want to go long, you need to wait for this downtrend channel to get negated. And if you're already long on SMCI, this is your time to manage your risk a little better. MicroStrategy, 5% to the upside, but overall inside candle. And as you can see, still holding above the yellow zone. One click away, this magnificent tool. The FTI is on your chart. It's like having the best technical analysis on your chart. So make sure you have it. Overall, SMCI, bearish on the 4 hours, bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly, holding above the yellow zone, breaking below, and we will see 1174, 980, and then these two small gaps. And it doesn't matter if the gap is small or not. More than 85% of all gaps will get filled. Last but not least, Shopify. Still sideways move. Bearish. And as you can see, the 80 is a very tough resistance. The 70 to 80, all this area between the 70 and the 72 is a very important area of support. Below it, Shopify will go and close the gap at the 62.50. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, like, subscribe. Don't forget, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we are preparing together live for the next trading day. Until then, stay safe.